Geo, rather.
Oh, yeah, no. So, I don't know how familiar you are with these players, Tempo, being from North America, but I'm going to drop this on you right now. So, Spatz, previously known as Spatz, is a very, very good Protoss. This is his first ever Premier event. He's never qualified for anything before.
Okay.
And on the other side, Arctur, also one of his first, he played in the DreamHack in like 2017. Arctur has been slaying it. He joined a Korean team as part of their academy. Let's introduce the players and I'll talk a little bit more, because in the top left of the Submarine, he is the blue Protoss player representing Germany, and Archangel EU, it's Spatz.
All right, and in the bottom right-hand corner, our red Terran player, it is going to be from Team GP, Arctur.
Oh, I'm getting hyped. So I've been, for those of you maybe wondering why there's no webcams or anything, I'm like half dead.
Oh, man.
I've been really unwell.
Dude, you're running on passion, man.
I'm running on pure passion and Tempo's YouTube. So we are starting off pretty standard in this game, Tempo. We're going to have a Reaper expand and things like that. Now, Arctur in this tournament has like blown up. He hasn't, his results, I think he's 1 and 2, but he's been really, really close in every matchup. He's been taking it to some of the best players. The series that he won, he was insane. His micro has just been like world class. I think playing Lambo, he got very, very close to beating Lambo.
It was no pushover. Like, Lambo's been turning up himself, so that's amazing.
Yeah. Spatz, on the other hand, he won his first ever map in his first ever Premier tournament. He's young, but since then it's not been as good for him. But on the right day, these plays very even. Cool. As you do have a bit of a pylon block. So I'd expect this to be a pretty close series. I'm just going to check all the sound and stuff is better.
Yeah, let me know. I'll continue. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I haven't had the chance to really see much of these players. You know, I've seen, I think maybe a couple of games by Arctur.
Yeah.
Spatz, not so much, at least for me.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. It should be fun. We do have the CC on the high ground here for Arctur. He's getting his factory going. He's even getting a bunker. He's playing so safe right now. He really doesn't need to, though.
Not off the bat, but I think maybe he's a little bit nervous, right? With the pylon block coming down and forcing that command center in the main. He might be feeling something right now. And I think he should be pretty safe. It's just that, is it going to cut into his build, right? Is it going to mess up his initial plan?
Arctur is the kind of player I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a relatively quick third CC upon seeing that he's actually not being hit with too much aggression. But right now, if you're Spatz, you're feeling pretty good. You forced that bunker on the high ground. The CC is not in position. His natural will be done pretty soon. He's getting Blink behind this. Everything's rocking and rolling here for the German Protoss player, as I put them on the right side.
It is, yeah. And I mean, with the Blink like super fast like that, sometimes it is pretty defensive, but I'm wondering if he wants to get a bit more aggressive with it, you know?
Ooh, surround on the Reaper.
Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest on the Reaper. Beautifully done.
He lost 1 probe, I believe, but 1 probe for the Reaper, completely fine. He now denies so much scouting. For all Arctur knows right now, there's like 3 or 4 more gates coming. It's going to be that really aggressive parting style. It is not. It is just going to be 3 gate Blink with a Robo. The natural is going to start being saturated pretty well. But as far as things go, to start things off today, to start July off with a bang, Spatz doing pretty well.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, I would say he should be pretty okay. Like, that is a great way to start off this series, especially today in the month. It's like, that's how you do it, man.
Yeah.
But this poor SCV is not going to start July off very well, as he did get shot in the butt.
And also another bunker being started on the low ground. This is just more money, and of course it will be salvaged later on. But Arctur's playing so defensively, and really, does he need... Oh, okay. Oh, he gets another one. If he can get these adepts out... Oh, this is so sick. Spatz, what have you had for breakfast, my son?
It's got to be tilting as well, right? Like, he has the Marines there, but he just can't seem to deal with the 2 adepts that are there. But he's going to finally finish the bunker, and... I don't think he needs it at the moment, but wow, with the Warp Prism coming out, I believe this is going to be some kind of an aggressive play with the Blink, rather than like trying to take a 3rd base really fast with it. So, yeah, we're going to have to be very careful in that bunker. I think he's very well justified, definitely justified in putting that bunker down, as he sees something a little bit aggressive.
And behind this, we can see he is going for Cloak on that Starport. He will be going for some Cloak Banshees. Has he made any Banshees yet? Just the one. A lot of Terran players like to make two, so they can go in and one-shot the probes if there is a backstory. That's not going to be the case here. He's just going to go in with one, Blink finishing up this very second, and this will find some damage, and this is exactly what Arctur needs to be getting back into this game. Despite, it's the worst stuff, but it wasn't a great one.
No. Oh, but look at this, though. Yeah, absolutely. With that Stalkers moving out of there, he has to make a decision in spots. He has to make sure that, okay, am I going to go back home to try to defend? Or do I got to kind of equalize the damage that's going to be, you know, being had on my mineral line? My God, this Banshee
is doing so much. Yeah, this is going really well for Arctur. And as I said, his micro is so good. The Warpins had just gone down in the front here for Spatz, so he wasn't able to make really anything more than one Stalker at home. We do have a Blinkage on high ground right now. There's a lot of tanks on the low ground not firing. They're going to deal with the Adepts. Meanwhile, these Stalkers, they're taking a lot of damage. The bunker is still here. It looks like they're going to find a bit of damage. I'm surprised. Well, where's the rest of the army? Wait, what? Me?
Yeah, I was gonna say, they just get, they're sitting on the bunker at the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
But surprisingly enough, I mean, this Banshee, yeah, sure, it can't be seen at the moment, but how much damage will be done before it actually, oh no, it runs out of energy. Wow.
Yeah, all of these SCVs being pulled. I mean, they're obviously not mining right now. There is a tank that finally is going to move up into the high ground. That's what needed to be done here a little bit earlier from Arctur. This tank can now start shelling away, forcing some blinks back. We'll see the SCVs come back in to repair the command center. As another tank finishes, this pressure should end. But this game is so scrappy so far.
It really is, and I love it. Oh, man. So the damage that was done on the other side, I believe it was about 12 workers. Ended up getting up to 14 because I think the Banshee...
So even.
The shield battery, yeah, the shield battery ended up coming up. So remember that if you don't one-shot them with 2 Banshees, a shield battery will be able to heal up those probes fast enough. So it might have taken a bit of time, but he was able to at least equalize. And now look at this. Just like nothing happened. What a regular game.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, Spatz at 33 workers. We got Arctur at 38. Spatz, of course, has mules, so you may as well have 380 workers. It does look like, yeah, we're going to be seeing bio play here from our Terran player. Our Protoss is moving into continued Stalker play. No thirds yet for either player. Almost a little surprising there. You think maybe after...
Judging from how it was a lot of crazy aggression going on here. And now, Stalker's going to get into the back line. And with 3 Banshees, where's the... I don't know if there's actually an observer.
There's one in the main, or there was. Yep. Yeah, here it is, just to the left. Ooh. Goodbye, Banshees. Actually, all of a sudden, Spatz, I think if he, just sits back and blinks slowly one down at a time down the cliff, he can keep this pressure up, and he's going to keep warping in this position. There's a couple of Stalkers as well inside the Prism. They're very, very low, so they're going to be dropped just down behind. But I expect to see a bit more damage here. No, Spatz actually... oh, nice save.
I love it, though, because the Prism kind of gives them a second blink, right? It's like a second chance at life. It's like, if at first you fail your blink, well, Prism...
Finally, we're seeing that third go down here for Spatz at the other side of the map. Things starting to look...
Not typical for a TVP, like, in most cases.
Oh my god, that's such a ballsy blink.
Oh my god. I mean, Spatz going in. I think he wanted to maybe snipe Stim if he had the chance to, but it does not seem like Arctur's going to let him do that at all. So, he gets out of there.
Resources lost, dead even.
I know. It's that situation where you're like, I have these Stalkers, I have a Warp Prism, I have to do something. And sometimes it's better to just kind of chill. You know, you want to keep them alive there for the threat.
We're seeing the...
Don't do anything with them.
Yeah. Third CC going down here for Arctur. Third Nexus is already, I don't know, 8/10, 4/5 of the way done here for Spatz. So Spatz's economy is going to pick up pretty well. He's currently down in workers, but only by a very small amount. He is getting Zealot legs, he's getting Immortals, everything he really needs. Our Terran players, like the upgrades and stuff, are all so late for everyone in this matchup.
I know. I mean, but it was such an action-packed early/mid game that the fact that neither of them, you know, folded to any of the pressure, it means that we're going to go into a nice mid-late game rather than just ending the game at the 8-minute mark. So this is pretty cool that it ended up being like that, and also it shows that they are pretty evenly matched, right? It's almost like a test. Little check, if you will.
Both players with a little bit of give and take, feeling each other out, and I'm going to drop a reference that you'll definitely get. They're going for that initial test of strength. You know, they're locking up, getting things tested. Yeah, very few people in chat understand what we're talking about here, but I do. Arctur finally moving out. He has a couple of tanks. He has a good amount of marauders. No concussive shells, but that's halfway done. One will be... Oh, just +1 even will be done. First Colossus is out here for Spatz, but Arctur's army is pretty intimidating right now.
Yeah, it's a very intimidating force here with the 2 tanks coming up to siege up as the 3rd base is just starting to get at least secured. And now we're going to drop inside of the main too, so this is going to blindside Spatz. Wow, look at the damage.
Yeah, now...
Oh my, that's a full mineral line.
Yeah, you can see 17 probes going down, and now Arctur knows what he really needs to do is just not die to a counter-attack, because he's just done so much economic damage. How are his defenses at home? Okay, he has a few more units here to reinforce. Army supply is in favor of the Protoss. Oh, as he does blink forward here, trying to catch as much of the bio as possible. Yep,
but the tanks have been saved in the medevac, so he is going to get back home to reconvene. And you know, he got a lot of damage done, and he realizes that, okay, as long as I don't die, I think he mentioned it. There's 1 Colossus, no Vikings. But how is it going to happen? You know, there's a bunker that can be utilized here. Yeah, that bunker being still here could end up being the saving grace. There's only 1 Immortal, 1 Colossus. The Colossus is going to load up into that prism just to really stay safe and make sure it doesn't get sniped by any concussive shell marauders or anything. And for now, it looks like Arctur's going to hold, and the worker lead is just substantial. Like, he's got mules as well as a 13 worker lead. His 3rd is done. He'll be able to go and land that pretty soon, I imagine. Colossus drops, though. Okay. This is... the most alpha move. Called, or Nina, I was going to say 2012 just called and wants his builds back. Yeah, this is what I like to see. This Colossus drop's actually doing a good amount so far as well. There's very little left at home. Concussive shells does mean it's not going to be able to get like a huge amount done, but really nice control here by the German Protoss player. He finds 7 more workers, and actually he's almost getting to the point where he's evening up the damage that he took himself. You don't want to take too much damage here though on that Colossus. Workers killed this game. Yeah. Okay, recall, nice. That was impressive, though, right? Like, yeah, you wouldn't expect that to really be that effective at this stage of the game. But wow, 7 kills to equalize. I would say that's actually pretty cool, and styling too. So yeah, that one. Yeah, yep. Definitely. Now we can see 2nd Colossus is joining the fray. There is still 1 Immortal. A lot of Zealots, they have charge. Upgrades wise, it is +1 armor, +1 weapons. So these Zealots are very difficult to kill. Here for the Terran player. We're going to see a couple of hallucinated Archons as well to tank those tank shots. Blink Stalkers blink forward. Colossus have a very good angle on this clump of units. Tanks in the back are doing a lot of DPS. It's a very scrappy fight. Army supply starting to fall here for Spatz. It looks like maybe, I can't call it. That blink forward, I think, might have not been the best idea because he had like some weird, awkward, units on the bottom. The command center might be the MVP here because that blink was just not it, Chief. I feel like Stalkers, they had an awesome first blink when they went to the bottom. Yeah. And then when they blinked forward, it was a little bit preemptive, I would say. A little bit too, he didn't have the fight in the bag just yet. And I mean, now look at the army supply tempo, 52 to 25. The worker count, though, for our Terran player, very, very low. We've now seen 34 workers go down one end and 32 go down the other end. Couldn't be any closer in terms of economic damage. But I'm a little bit scared. Well, yeah. Shh, we have to pretend. I know. Yeah, I think that was a very... it was one of those like fights where usually it's like after you do a lot of damage and you know that you're in the game. But it's been so even that like doing something like that means that it's going to be an advantage here for Arctur. And I feel like he's going to push on back here. And look at this hero, Colossus. Colossus in the prism, never stopping. Nina would be so proud. But there are now Vikings and production Liberators being added. Upgrade-wise, we're seeing the upgrade advantages for Arctur, our Terran player. Spatz has played a great, great game, but he now needs a bit of a hero hold because the pressure coming is going to be very hard to hold. He does have a battery and he has enough energy for overcharge, which means he's immortal. Wow. Prism going down. Yeah. Disruptor shot with him. I'm a little bit worried here for Spatz. Yeah, he's gonna try to defend this here, and this is gonna be one of the scariest holds of at least this game. And what a way to start the day, right? Wow. Yeah, very back and forth. Now the tank's coming forward. There are no Colossus left. There is no Disruptor. I think there's one making its way downtown. Yep, coming from the main, but it's pretty far away. And now the tank's gonna start firing. The tanks have such great protection. Disruptor will finally come in. Can it be dodged? Can it be microed? It goes down, and Arctur takes game one. Oh, what a game one indeed, Arctur. Okay. Wow. That was awesome. Yeah, what can you say? Very back and forth, very clean.
Guys, thank you for being here. Already a few hundred of you. Super cute. For those asking about what we're doing this series. Then we do Clem versus Cass. Papa Cass versus little Frenchman. And then we get the birthday boy, Raynor, taking down Art.
Hey, did you see that? He liked your tweet. That's step one.
That's step one. What he doesn't realize is that I'm not going to give him any choice to join a call if he wins. I'm a little bit concerned because we'd put him as a favorite in that matchup, but it's his birthday. And at this time on my birthday, it's like 5 p.m. there. I'm like, I'm not in the best state. I trust him to be mature. Hopefully he'll be sober enough to come in, and then I'm going to sing to him.
You will. I will too. I will.
Yep.
I'll join you. I definitely will do that. Oh yeah, for sure.
I might even break out the didgeridoo, play him a song.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. That's
I'm
the
not
funniest
doing
word
it
for an instrument ever.
I'm not going to play my didgeridoo. Yes, brilliant.
Do you own a didgeridoo though?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, sometimes I play it. We're getting into game 2, guys. Thanks for being here. This is fun. Nice to see so many of you.
Yeah.
Hanging out, and let's do it.
Let's get that all up. And it looks like we are here on Everdream Ladder Edition. Score is, I believe, 1-0 by Arctur. Let me tell Maddox that.
I've got it. I got you.
Nice job. Look at that teamwork already. Makes the dream work.
Makes the dream work.
It's ever dream work. Hey, on top right, our blue Protoss player. Give it up for Spatz.
And his opponent in the bottom left, leading the series 1-0, playing for Team GP as part of their academy. He is the Russian Terran player. It's Arctur.
Very impressive game last time, or rather on the last map. The Banshees, the MVP Banshees, and the MVP Command Center.
Yes. Yeah, his control in the fight seems to be his greatest asset in this, because some of these fights really could have gone either way. And I kind of feel like maybe Spatz didn't play as perfectly to make it close, but both players trading blows. And an important thing is, you may look at this matchup and go, well, neither of these players are that likely to advance, but for every series, they get $125.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah, if you win a series, 125. Spatz hasn't won one yet. Arctur has, so, even if you don't advance, you can make some dollar.
Start stacking that Skrilla, as they say.
Oh, yeah. Money in the bank. Pimping ain't
Pound
easy.
cake.
Oh, okay. Everything's normal in this game.
It's very similar to last game, though, too, with the two SCVs fighting that one probe. If he puts that pylon down, nope, not going to be the same way, because now we're going to see that command center being put on location.
Yeah, this is nice here for Arctur. Last game, that was frustrating for him. This game, he's going to get the Reaper as well, get that across the map, and that is going to prove to be pretty decent to get that scouting information. Of course, there's no tech down yet, but last game, it did get killed via Citizen's Arrest. This game, we'll have to see if he can control it a little bit better.
I would hope so, right? The Reaper usually does not die that quick, and you're able to at least see the first branch of tech that your Protoss opponent would be going for. So
goodbye, Pro.
It didn't really bother him at all, because he still ended up winning the game, right?
Yeah.
So
this isn't 2010, mate. You can't kill buildings with Reapers anymore.
Nope. Those grenades are just for bouncy bounces now, not necessarily for destroying buildings.
So
if Robo does come out, and this is different from last game, it's not like a Robo that's going to supplement the Twilight. It is straight up, perhaps to take a base. Get that Robo really, really fast.
That's exactly what I think. I think it's going to be a pretty quick Colossus in this game. Try and catch Arctur off guard. Arctur in the last game did go for Vikings a little late. This game he's making that 1 Hellion, which is... I saw you Thermal do a lot of this, where he makes just 1 Hellion before he does the Swippity Swap. And then he hippity hops it into the main and just sacrifices it to see the tech.
Swippity swap with the hippity hop, man.
Yeah,
why are you not
inspired me?
It's supposed to. We could be like Public Enemy #2.
Oh my god! Will you join a Beastie Boys tribute band with me?
Yo, you know what? If you make it, I'll take it.
Yes, it's the best day of my life, team. Stuff's happening. Prism coming out here, first of all, for Spatz. Did he make an Observer? No, straight Prism. And a lot of gateways, actually, going up to 4.
So I thought that it was going to be in order to get that Verbal Bay to take the 3rd, but it seems like he has other plans in mind as he deals with the Hellion and that, or rather the Reaper. only loses 2 workers, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, now the prism was shown, and that's an important piece of tech. How many gates did Arctur get to see? Diddly-do. He sees them all as well, so he didn't see the robo, but he saw the prism. You know, he knows what's cracking.
Yeah, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together there as a seasoned player as Arctur.
Yeah, definitely. And behind this, Arctur's getting a Raven, which is great. You can drop that auto turret, disable the prism or the first colossi, should that be what happens here. We're seeing the drop come in, but I'm not too worried here for Arctur's defense. Am I? Nah.
It's kind of scary now.
Now it's scary.
He's fortified at the front, but he does not have a lot of defenses inside of the main. I love that he does have at least a bunker there, but the force fields are fantastic.
Yeah, they are. There is a tank out, but it's really far back. It's going to be able to get some shots down, but workers will certainly go down, and that was the point of this. I don't think this was ever going to be a game, killing move. But if he can kill 8, 9 workers, then that's amazing,
Yeah, of course, because he's not all in here by any means.
No.
I guess he did not take the 3rd base. Usually you would see it a little bit earlier here for Protoss.
Yeah.
So he's invested into those other additional gateways, and now that the units are in the main and focused on that, he's going to try to hit the front, but Arctur is ready.
If he'd have controlled the Adepts a little better, he could have got behind that mineral line. That could have been really fun. He is now going to load the Adepts up into the Prism and maybe look for the main. Where is the tank focus? It's so far away. And that's exactly what Spatz has just been scouting for. Where is the tank? Can I move in with Adepts and shade into the main base behind the mineral line? And now we're going to see it. Nope, we're not. Just kidding. Yes, we are.
I know, that's the beauty of the shade. It's like, yes, right?
And he changed his mind.
All right, now we're here. But double tank should be enough.
Yeah. Maybe a little indecisive. Could have possibly done a little bit more here, but you can see now 7 workers killed for Spatz. He's only lost 3 of his own. So a decent start to the game here for the German. And, a Dark Shrine. He's a naughty boy.
Wow, he takes the Dark Shrine before taking the 3rd base, too.
Yep.
So he's trying to do some 2-base craziness right now.
And the Adept's finding damage as well. That's fantastic because he's going to force more SCVs, less commitment to tech and things like that. He's now killed 15 in 6 minutes. That's such a great start to the game for Spatz. And these guys are just going to war in the series so far.
They really are. Yeah, definitely nothing but action in this whole series. And look at that. He can cancel it again. And just by forcing the unit, or rather the workers off the line, that's already damage. So this mining time.
75 minerals probably. And he's now going to go back in and do the same thing again. He's not going to let it come.
Oh, he did.
He did.
You know I
mean, he's still finding damage. The tanks are unsieged.
He's off as a bloody rocker.
And I mean, Spatz kills another 4 workers. He's now killed 19. Sure, he has lost some Adepts. How many have gone down? 6. But he's done so much economic damage to his opponent. He's up 6 workers. And guess what? Now there's a double immortal drop. This guy's bad.
He's just having a lot of fun right now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you look in the background of it, he's not taking a 3rd. So, like, if you're doing this and you take a 3rd base with it, then you're going to be coming, or at least getting ahead. But in this situation, he just continues to just do damage, but he's not necessarily trying to go for some kind of a long game, like a plan. He just wants to just do stuff and then maybe kill him eventually.
Arctur has an 8 marine drop at the outside of the map, getting lined up, queued up, ready to blast off into the natural. The immortal drop didn't manage to find too much here, and actually it does look like we're having a push out here from Spatz, and I wouldn't be surprised if Spatz at the moment is feeling confident. He has DTs as well. Did he get DT blink? No, he didn't get that alpha. Okay.
Imagine that. Yeah.
But what's at home? There's nothing. He's going to have to recall. Maybe the DTs?
Yeah, 1 or 2 DTs would be fine, but he just did a warp in. So let's hope that he at least is able to warp in enough in time before he loses a lot. But he's going to recall instead.
Yeah.
And that kind of kills the momentum of anything that he wanted to do.
Yeah, now where are the Templars that are dark? They're still sat in the moment down in the bottom left-hand side of the map, just looking for an angle, looking for a position. Is there any missile turrets? Yeah, there is one, okay. And there's a big army here, so I don't foresee this doing a huge amount of damage. Arctur finding what he needed to find, gets a few more worker kills on the map. He's now killed 9 himself, but has lost 19. Arctur has +1 though, so his army is pretty intense. It's scary.
Yeah, I know. For the situation here, I would actually...
I like Arctur's position a lot.
I like it. I was going to say, yeah, I kind of dig it. Because a lot of the times in TVP, the Protoss usually will try to be that base ahead, almost like the Zerg does. But in this kind of game, it's been such a slugfest that I don't even know what to make of it. But I would rather, favor Arctur's position.
And Arctur does bite first on getting that third base started. He's going to start a command center in his main, so he can fly that over when he needs to. He's also loading up a lot of units.
That's
oh my god!
Triple drop right there, Grant.
That's a big one. They're going to fly over DTs.
Oh,
We'll
they
see.
can see you, but you can't see them.
I just wish you get DT Blink. Behind this, we are getting Colossus. I believe there is one already. Yep, second on the way. Zealot Legs. Extended Thermal Lance and +1 for our Protoss, who also now finally starts his third. These guys just do everything so aggressive that everything's late, but also normal. It's been a fascinating series.
It really has been. I'm so happy right now. This is great.
Now, Spatz continuing to scout everything. He sees that the third isn't in position. Widow Mine is going to blow up that hallucination, but that's okay. It wasn't real. It was just
Nope.
Haluk.
Haluk, I am your father.
Oh, no. Idra, did you know that army was
I will not degrade. I promise I will not.
This is insane. Oh my god, Arctur, hello. You just killed him.
Oh my. Yeah, a lot of kills here, by the way. 25, 35. The DTs are also doing some damage over on the other side, but I feel like Arctur is getting the damage done a lot faster than Spatz is.
I mean, he kills the natural. He can move down to the third and get the cancel on that if he chooses to. He's not going to. Dropping the main, hitting the natural at the same time. 37 workers go down. That's just insane. I mean, look at the supply tempo.
Look at it.
It's not looking great if you like the color blue or Protosses.
No, nearly doubling supply Arctur is here, and yeah, I would say he got the the better trade there.
But it's okay. We have to pretend this is still going to be a very close game. Maybe with some magic disruptor shots, something like that, which aren't coming. Was a robotic space sniped? No. Okay, it still stands. I mean, Spatz needs a miracle, unfortunately.
Go from here, though, right? Yeah, Spatz.
All in. It's the only thing he can do.
That's the only thing you can do. But he's not even up in the supply in the army department.
Not even close.
A lot of the times there would be that situation where it is, you're down in workers, but you're up in army. He's just down in everything right now.
Yeah, Arctur's attack, he really lost next to nothing. The army was so indecisive, and now look, there are Vikings everywhere. The Colossus will fall, and GG, Arctur takes a series 2-0.